For this project, I'm using Karen Big Cakes. This is sold exclusively at Michael's. I got it off of michaels.com. The color is Rainbow Jellies. And the Karen 1 pound, the white, and this you can find at yourinspirations.com, probably at michaels.com, I don't know. Joanne probably sells them as well, joanne.com. This is a white. So this is going to be, they call it the granny shells pattern. I'm only just gonna use, I love these colors are really pretty, so I'm just gonna use these with white, not with any other colors. I'm gonna do the granny shells. And there is a diagram for this. I found a diagram for it. I don't know if there's a written pattern. I've been doing this blanket I like this blanket a lot, so we'll go ahead and get started. So if you've seen my other videos, I make this up as I go as far as the color goes. I don't like crochet the whole blanket, show it, and then try to crochet another blanket like it. I just start the blanket as I'm recording, and again I just mix the colors as I go. But since this is white and just, you know, this color pattern, it shouldn't be that, I mean, there's not many options to go through. So I think I'm going to start with the white. So I usually have a long tail because I like long tails in order to weave in the ends. So to start, you're gonna chain 4. Then you're gonna yarn over, and then you're gonna go into the last chain and do a double crochet. Chain 1, and then go back into the same chain. Okay, I'm trying to see if I can get the chain, and another double crochet. Chain 1, go back in, double crochet. So we need, you will need 8 of these. 1, 2, this is 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. And then chain 1. And so the 4 chain, this is going to count as the chain. This is the double crochet, and this counts as a chain. So you're gonna insert your hook here in the 3rd chain, and you're gonna slip stitch. So next, gonna go into this next chain 1 space and do a single crochet. Oops, Jesus. While I was trying to get your yarn, I moved the whole thing. Okay, so in the next chain 1 space, you're just gonna go ahead and you're gonna crochet 7 double crochets. The next chain space, I'm gonna go ahead and do a single crochet, and then you're gonna do 7 double crochets, single crochet, 7 double crochet, single crochet, 7 double crochets. So you should have 4 of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish, and I'll let you know. I'll come back to see, so you can see what it looks like. So once you finish the last round of 7 double crochets, you should have 4. And these are actually the corners. So you're gonna go ahead and do a single crochet in the first single crochet. Do that and do a single crochet. So I'm gonna just keep using the white and do another round. So here you're gonna chain up 4. Go back in that same single crochet, and do a double crochet. This counts as a double crochet, chain 1. So now you're going to chain 3. And what we're doing here are the corners. Go ahead and do a double crochet back into that same single crochet. So it should look like this. Oh, wait, no. Then do a chain 1 and then go back in and do another double crochet. So this is what's going to be the corners, these right here. So now chain 5. And we're going to do another corner. So you're going to go ahead and insert your hook in the single crochet here. Chain 1, another double crochet in the same single crochet. Chain 3, double crochet, chain 1, and another double crochet. And that's your other corner. So you're just going to repeat chain 5, and the next one right here, single crochet, do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 1, and then double crochet. So that's going to be the same chain 5, your corner here, and then actually I'll go ahead and, because the way it's finished, the way you attach your yarn here, it's different. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this corner real quick. So you do your, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 1, then double crochet. So the next run is going to be, I'll show you, it's going to be the 7 double crochets. But there's going to be, after this round, then this round, I'm not sure I'm explaining this, but when you finish this round, because this repeats itself. Excuse me. This repeats itself. So every time you finish this round, you're going to chain 2, and you're going to double crochet in the 3rd chain here. Like that. So here, so once you've attached your yarn here, I'm gonna go ahead and start the next round. So here I'm gonna do 6 double crochets. The pattern doesn't count this one as part of the 7 double crochet, but if I crochet 7, this looks like an extra one there. So I count this as a double crochet from this, I don't know what to call it, from this batch. I'm not sure. And so anyway, that's how you attach your yarn. this looks like a double crochet belongs here, so I'm just going to crochet 6. So here I have only 3. So I'm counting this one as a double crochet from this ring right here. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you're going to do a single crochet here, and then you're going to do another 7 double crochets. I mean, are those 4? Okay. Goodness. 6 and 7. Okay, so here you're gonna go and you're gonna count. So there's 7 double crochets here. You're gonna count 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna insert your hook in the middle. So you're gonna have 3 double crochets on one side and 3 double crochets on the other side. So you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna go and do a single crochet, and then so this one, so you're gonna do it here, and this one's gonna, you're gonna double crochet over the chain 5. Double crochet, then you go to the next corner and you do your 7 double crochets. So that's this round. So 7 double crochets, single crochet, 7, and look for your middles, just do a double crochet and do a single crochet, and then do again 7 single crochet, 7 double crochets, and that's this round. So I'll meet you back when once I have before I finish this round. Okay, so once you've completed all the corners, the last 7 double crochet, the last, I don't know what to call it, a set. There it is. That's the word I was looking for. The last set of 7 double crochets, you're going to go ahead and, you know, look for the middle double crochet and do a single crochet. So here's where I'm going to change colors now. So I'm just going to go ahead and fasten off. I like to, like I mentioned, I like to leave long tails so I can easily weave in these ends. So I'm going to use the other color, and we're going to start with this one below. We're going to do the corners. Now these are always going to be the corners. And as this grows, like this is going to be, I'll show you, as there's going to be this is going to be a double crochet, chain 1 double crochet, and this is where the other set of 7 is gonna go. So these are all I mean, the corners are always the same. It's going to start to grow in the middle of each side. If that makes any sense. So if you are using another yarn, another color, you can attach it anywhere in the single crochets and these, not in the corners, and in these. Oh, I think I was out of focus. I mean, out of frame. So if you're going to attach yarn, always attach it to these single crochets. Do not attach it to your corners. It looks kind of weird if you do. It looks kind of wonky if you do it from here. It's not going to look neat, nice and neat. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this yarn. And I always do a knot. I don't do it with the, I know a lot of people do the slip stitch and attach it like that. I always do it with a knot. To me, it feels more secure, but that's my opinion. That's the way I do things. So you're gonna go ahead and chain 4. That's gonna be your double crochet, chain 1, and then you're gonna do another double crochet. Chain 5, Here's your corner. So your corner is always going to be double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, oops, chain 1, and double crochet. So these are always going to be your corners. This is always going to be the same in your corners. Then you're going to chain 5, 2, 3. Oh well. Go ahead and double crochet, the single crochet, chain 1, and double crochet. And that's it. Do your corner, then do your double crochet, your V. I'm going to call these V because they're V stitches. Do your V stitch, your corner, and your V stitch. And I will meet you before I attach it here, just to go over how it's attached, because you're not going to chain 5 and attach it. Chain 5 and attach it. You're going to chain 2 and then attach it on here and then do a double crochet. So I will do this round and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back with, I'm on the last corner. So again, you just chain 2. This is going to be always the same. Chains 2, you're going to yarn over and then insert your hook on the 3rd chain, and you're going to do a double crochet. And that is it. So when you start here in this V stitch, which I couldn't explain before, sometimes the word just excuse me, just I don't know, they escape my mind. Anyway, so I'm going to count this as the double crochet. So I'm just going to double crochet 6, 1, 2. Oh, actually it's 4. Let me move this a little bit. I think it's too close. 4, 5, 6, and then 7. So counting this one, I have 7. Then you're just going to go ahead, no chain 1, nothing, just go ahead and jump in to this first V stitch right here and do your 7 double crochets. Let me move this a little bit higher. Sorry, I hate when, well, I don't like it when they move the camera like that because I get dizzy, so I don't like to do that to other people. So sorry if I make you a little bit of dizzy because I'm moving around. Okay, so I have 4, 5. Oh goodness. Sorry, my eye was itching. 5, 6, and oh goodness, okay. And that is why I don't do crochet alongs, because I would never finish if I keep on. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, I got 4. Okay, so you're gonna do a single crochet, always a single crochet in this chain 3 space, and then you're gonna do your other set of 7 double crochets. Five, 6, and 7. So then you're going to look for your middle double crochet and go under and do your single crochet. And then here, you're going to do your 7 double crochets. So 7 double crochets, single crochet, 7, single crochet, 7, single crochet, 7, and that's how that round is. And it's repetitive. So as you can see, it's just, you know, it just repeats itself. So it's very, it looks very, I like it because it looks like, you know, oh, it's a lot of work, but it's really not. It's just repetitive. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this round, and I'll meet you back over here. Is once I finish this corner here. I finished last corner. So here you're just going to you know, do the single crochet in the middle of the double crochet. And that's basically it. It just repeats itself. So here you just, if you're not changing colors, just go ahead and chain up 4, which is your double crochet, chain 1, and do a double crochet to get your V-stitch. Chain 5. And then do your, uh-oh. I missed this, okay. See, I missed the single crochet. I just jumped over it. If that happens, you can, you know, it depends on what you want to do. But if that happens, what I do, I mean, you can go ahead and, you know, just rip it apart and start over. Or what I'm going to do, and what I've done is, I'm just going to go ahead and go down here. I'm going to do the single crochet. Like that. Then I'm going to chain up 4. And then do the single crochet to do the V-stitch. So if only you would notice that mistake, because once the blanket is big enough, I mean, if you look at it, you can't really tell. I mean, it looks the same, see? So I think it's an easy fix. You can't really, I mean, if you look at it, you can't really tell the difference. So unless somebody really just analyzes every little stitch, they would know, but other than that, no. So if you do skip, you can, like I said, you can, you know, if you want it to be perfect, go ahead and, you know, just rip it apart, and then, or you can do that, what I did. So I'm just going to show you again. So here I realized that I forgot, because this looked funny. I'm like, why does this look funny? Because I forgot to do the single crochet here. So just go ahead and, actually, yeah, so you do your double crochet, or, actually, no, I didn't do that. Do your single crochet here, like this. Oh, it looks a little bit, see, it looks like that. So then do your 4 double crochets, and then your single crochet. And continue. 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and then you're going to do your corners. Single crochet. So in a way it was good that I made a mistake. That way you could see how to fix it in case this happens to you. If you're distracted like me watching my tablet, then yeah, it kind of like, so that's it. That's the pattern. And as you can see, it's going to start to grow here. See, that's 1, it's going to go 2, and 3, 4, and it's going to just grow. So go ahead. I mean, you can use, like I said, any colors you want, anything, make it as big as you want. And then of course, once you determine how big you want it, then you would finish your blanket with this round. I do have a video on how to, let's say if you want to square it off, let's say you make the blanket, you want to square it off and put a border on it. There, I have a video on how to square it off. to make this a square. Also, if you want to just do these in a certain size, make a square, make them squares, and then just attach them together. It looks really... I was finishing the video and I noticed that it was recording in slow motion, so I got cut off on the last bit. But I was just saying you can square them off and sew them together. It looks really pretty. If not, just if you want to do a border. I have this pattern. I have it in a diagram. So if you'd like a copy of it, just email me. Or if you have any questions, just let me know. Just email me and I will try to answer any questions. So I hope you learned something new, and thank you for watching.